This man made over $100 million in 1 year across his businesses, and it's all because he's been doubling down on this one thing. I've spent years working with dozens of businesses, helping entrepreneurs scale their revenue by implementing proven strategies in social media. In this video, you're going to learn how Christian Guzman uses content to drive millions in revenue across his businesses, and I'll break down exactly why this strategy works. First, we'll watch a clip where Christian explains why he's doubling down on content right now. Then I'll walk you through 3 key reasons why this approach is a game changer for funneling audiences into your businesses and how you can apply this to your own ventures.
Christian, little 180 here. I've heard that you're increasing your short form content because you are trying to grow your social media audience. As someone who's 12, 13 years into the game, what's your thoughts on growing that audience? Because I find it difficult.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with both of our short form, if you go look at both of our Instagrams right now, we are not active.
Correct. It's because we're YouTubers, bro.
But if we can continue...
In what way? Because we don't post reels?
I want to be posting 2 times a day.
Yeah, but if you post stories...
Carousels, reels, it's a combination of everything. A lot of... it's not all... You go.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
No, it's for you. Why do you want to post more?
I feel I'm seeing the glimpses of a second wave coming of growth because I'm seeing it on my YouTube channel and getting better views now than I did in 2023 with 1 million subs. So, and the growth is finally like, after 4 years of not seeing positive net growth, I'm like seeing it. So I know if I can, on YouTube, so that's great and all, but it's still the same eyeballs right now. So the chances of popping off with a viral YouTube video are still there. But I think if I can tackle the short form every single day, minimum once a day, right? With like, say 4 of those are reels, 3 of them are carousels.
No, but why?
Just talking about posts. To get the wider eyeball, to get more people drawn in, to funnel them to YouTube. That's my goal.
But is that to ultimately funnel them to Alphalete, or what's the...
Yeah, I mean, essentially, yeah. The more I can funnel that in general, the more all the companies benefit.
Okay.
Like all of them. It's a direct correlation. So like, it's almost like I'm just trying to get back to growing because one, I enjoy it. I love making content and that's like what I'm good at. But I think the effect will be more success in the businesses than if I just focus on the businesses and didn't do.
When you hear someone speaking who made $100 million in 1 year, like Christian did in 2023, it's usually a moment where you should listen. For a little bit of context here, I've been following Christian for around, maybe nearly 10 years now, where he's been posting on social media. I used to be a little bit more into fitness than I am now. He's actually one of the people who has inspired me to launch my own business myself. The reason that is because he was just a guy who was making fitness videos, okay? And he started taking off on YouTube. Then he had his own gym. Now he's got his own clothing company. He's had supplement companies. He's even working on an energy drink. He's a serial entrepreneur, someone who's been incredibly successful. And most of this success, or a huge amount of this success, has been exponentially accelerated. It's been put on steroids, which is very fitting for a man in the fitness space, although I don't think he's done steroids himself. And it's just, social media has just absolutely helped his businesses take off. We see this, and I see this with a lot of the different businesses I work with. One of the key secrets here is turning viewers into customers. That's been Christian's $100 million secret. The more they consume, the more they convert. Okay, think about this. Consumption equals conversion. If you're able to make content which people are going to consume, okay, then you're going to be building an authority figure. You're going to be building trust to this audience, and they're going to be in a position where they perhaps want to consume some of your stuff. Here's a few different examples. Christian is in the world of fitness. And then when he gives advice on fitness, so then if he has his own supplements, they believe that this person is reputable and someone they can buy from. I have another client who's a lawyer in the space of veterans and veteran affairs, and he helps people if they need to make a claim. He makes content on that niche. People then come there, they get good information, and then if they think he could be of help to them, if the audience thinks, actually, I might have a case here, who's going to be the first person they think of? I work with another guy who sells courses on the stock market. He's got an amazing track record at making amazing picks in the stock market. He sells a course teaching you how you can make better picks for yourself. If you've been watching this guy for 2, 3, 4 years, constantly crush it in the stock market, time in, time out, if you're at a point where you're like, actually, I'm going to invest in my own education, who are you going to think of first? That guy. Consumption of content equals conversion of their products. We're seeing it time in and time again. What else is amazing perk? You don't need to bleed money on ads, okay? This is the problem that loads of businesses have, and you can completely avoid that by building your own social media profiles. So what exactly is happening here? Well, I think of spending on ads as spending your month-to-month income. And I think building social media is like building wealth. It's an asset you own and you can grow, and it can then pay you by getting free organic reach. Okay, so let's double click on this a little bit more. If you want to run ads, you've got to spend a load of money, you got to test, you got to convert, you got to funnel. Often they don't work, and then you've got to keep tweaking until they eventually maybe do work. And then if you stop spending money on the ads, your funnel stops working, you then stop converting and earning from net sales. It's quite a difficult thing to actually achieve. It's really expensive. It's really stressful. You're constantly having to tweak things. Whereas if you transfer that over now to making content, you can literally just grab your iPhone like I'm doing now, record a video, start building an audience, which will compound over time. It's then this YouTube channel you own, which becomes more and more valuable to you. And that's going to start driving and converting sales and building an audience. And then you make more videos and it keeps growing and getting bigger. And then you can move across different social media platforms as well. And it's like, it's like the S&P 500 in your back pocket. Just, it starts off with not much, 1 or 2 people watch, and it just grows and grows and grows. It's way more effective and powerful than necessarily just spending money and wasting time on ads. And in addition to that, I'm seeing time in and time again that conversion rates of the audience which funnels in through social media converts way higher. So for example, I've got one client who a lead which comes in through his social media converts 30% of the time. A lead through his ad funnels converts 10% of the time. So it's way easier to work with the leads which comes in on the side of social media as well. Basically, just think of it like this. All you need to do is create a video where someone can click, give them a reason to click on the video, then give them a reason to watch the video. If you can solve for those 2 things, that's all you need to do to start making content. Yeah, there's loads of more difficult and nuanced things which you can add onto this to make it exponentially more complicated. But if you can get someone to click on a video because you're talking about a topic which would be of interest to them or would be valuable to that person and give them a reason to click, and then when they get on the video, make it so it's good enough that they'll at least start watching, then that's all you need to do. And just start there, make 100 videos, you'll get a little bit better each time, and before you know it, you would have built an asset which is pumping. This is what Christian Guzman is doing. He's doubling down on this right now. He's got a full team helping him. He's going to be doing short form. He's going to be long form. He's on someone else's podcast, which is where this clip just came from now. But he is doubling down on this right now. And he is doing it, because he likes content, he's mainly doing it because it's going to feed all of his businesses. If you found any of this of value whatsoever, hit subscribe now.